2013 was a strange time in history. Many of you may remember 2013 as the year of the Harlem Shake, the viral dance trend that would take the internet by storm. Or maybe you remember it as the year that GTA 5 was released. 13 fucking years ago. If you're a Catholic, you may remember it as the year that Pope Francis was elected to lead the papacy. The first South American Pope ever. Or maybe you remember it as the year that Hannah Montana would turn to a fucking whore.
Fuck you, you fucking whore.
Much to the dismay of conservative white mothers. But none of that shit matters. Because today we are talking about Speaker Knockerz. And I'll tell you why he is arguably one of the most influential artists of the modern era, as well as one of the biggest what-ifs in music history. So let's start from the beginning. Speaker Knockerz, or Derek McAllister Jr., was born in Bronx, New York, although his mother would later move his family to Columbia, South Carolina. Speaker Knockerz's father was an aspiring musician himself. However, he would get locked up shortly after the birth of his son. Upon his release though, he would pass on his dreams to his junior. Speaker Knockerz would learn how to make beats on FL Studio, and will land a couple of major placements early, producing for rappers like The Mane of Gucci and French Montana, the greatest rapper of all time. Alongside his producing for other artists, he would also produce for himself, as he would start releasing singles under the Speaker Knockerz name in 2012. And between the years of 2012 and 2014, he would drop hit after hit, including 2 mixtapes in 2013, titled Married to the Money and Finesse Father. Speaker Knockerz would build a small buzz on the internet, racking up millions of views on his YouTube page. His success helped him get the funds for his dream car, the all-black Camaro. However, on March 6, 2014, Derek McAllister Jr. would be found dead inside his Camaro, with no confirmed cause of death to this day, although many have speculated that it could have been the result of a drug overdose, carbon monoxide poisoning, or a combination of both. Speaker Knockerz was only 19 at the time of his death, meaning he achieved all these things in the rap game as just a teenager. He was truly destined for greatness. So why exactly is Speaker Knockerz important? Well, in his year-and-a-half run, he essentially perfected the party trap style, and many of your favorite rappers would literally steal his whole sound and rebrand it as their own. And if you think I'm exaggerating about that, just look at this.
Open up a bakery, baguettes on me. Walking through the mall, I got a check on me. Designer look the best on me. I got lots of pressure, lots of stress on me. Independent, I got.
Do this to me, bitch. What? After all I shared with you, I care for you. How could you do this to me, bitch? Why? I put my trust in you. I loved you. Damn. How could you do this to me, bitch?
With you, I remember being in the hall with you. Everything was always on the stall with you. Girl, I even bust a couple jaws with you. I still think about you. Girl, I still think about you. Said you always gonna be there.
I got a lot of bands, what don't you understand? If I take your hoe, then will you understand? Your hoe, tell me why you mad, I just don't understand.
Bags, from rags to riches. Now I need me a bag to bag the bitches. I need me a straight cash. I need me a big bag.
What separated Speaker Knockerz from his contemporaries was his ability to make insanely catchy songs. Firstly, this guy had an inhuman ability to write a catchy hook. If we were just to observe the small sample size of songs he put out, there is not a single miss to speak of. This might be a hot take, but in terms of just natural hook writing ability, I honestly believe that Speaker Knockerz is the greatest of all time. His songs just had a way of sticking with you. Speaker Knockerz controls the audience's attention with relatable topics, like the grind to riches, trust issues, and being so high that the process of raising his hand to dap with his friends is too complicated a task for his brain to compute. You can observe his lyrical ability in the Rico Story EP, a 3-part series about a guy named Rico getting into a bunch of wacky hijinks. It is likely that the story was actually unfinished, but honestly we'll never know for sure. Now when listening to this, take note. The rapping isn't all that complicated, but the story is so vividly described that you can actually picture the whole scene from just the song. And in this series, he expertly pairs the climax of the story to the beat, making the story even more intriguing. Speaking of beats, Speaker Knockerz produced all of his songs and was an extremely talented producer, with his greatest strength being his ear for melody. He could easily go from a happy and upbeat song to something more melancholic and depressing. His sound selection was equally as good, as he actually used a myriad of different synths, strings, and pianos in his production, as we can see from his song Dance, one of my personal favorite beats of his. Speaker Knockerz' production was equally as simple as his rapping, seldomly layering more than 2 or 3 sounds together. But what's most important is the synergy. His beats are not only interesting on their own, but they also leave the artist with a lot of room to work with. If you're a producer and want to sound like Speaker Knockerz, then Nexus was basically industry standard for trap beats at the time, and contains a lot of the sounds that Speaker Knockerz used. For Speaker Knockerz to blow up, the odds were pretty stacked against him. Firstly, he wasn't living in a place with a lot of musical opportunities. There was no popular local rappers for him to work with, and it was hard to build a name. Secondly, Speaker Knockerz was completely independent until his death, so there was no push behind the scenes and no rapper cosigns. And this was a couple of years before platforms like SoundCloud would become popular. So how did he manage to build a buzz? Speaker Knockerz essentially blew up purely off of YouTube and Vine. Vine in particular was an interesting platform, as it really was TikTok before TikTok. Creators would make short sketches to Speaker Knockerz songs, and these videos would get reposted on sites like Facebook. Some of you may be old enough to remember the That shit was pretty stupid, but it was actually a big trend back then. And that whole thing started because of a clip from the song Lonely, probably his most popular song. Now I'll be honest, this is how I first heard of him, and it just goes to show you the influence that Vine had back then. In the future, I'll probably do a video about some other Vine era rappers, as it is a pretty interesting topic. Speaker Knockerz was also one of the first young artists to produce and rap on his own beats. Teenage producers / rappers, pretty much everywhere nowadays, but were definitely not as common in 2013. These days, you can learn basically anything you want for free on YouTube, but back then, there was a lot less resources for aspiring music producers. Speaker Knockerz was lucky, as his father was a former musician himself, and was able to coach him on how to be better. But other than someone like maybe Soulja Boy, there wasn't a lot of young rappers producing their own songs and going viral. But yeah, that is a video. I still don't know how to do outros, but whatever, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my other channel. Right now it's just some of my old beats on there, but I'm planning on posting other music related videos. Link to that is in the description. And yeah, y'all niggas gay.
Arch your back, put your hands on your knees, ho. Bounce that ass to my motherfucking beat, ho. Bounce that ass, 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 bounce that ass.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young
under the
man.
water.
Especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk to you